All right, so let us review quiz number 15. This will be the last one for right now. I think I've said this in some other classes too, where if we come up with other things, we can do more. We can do more quizzes. We can do more information about that stuff. But as of right now, this will be it. So a little bit of troubleshooting, I think, is the topic that we talked about before this quiz. First of all, to fix a problem, one of your first steps is make sure you really do have the problem. Try to reproduce the problem right as you are about to try to repair it, because there are lots of situations that you can probably think of in your own life where you thought something was broken. Turns out it wasn't. Just there was something wasn't turned on or something wasn't installed right. It wasn't actually broken. Good. Okay. My suggestion for the way to diagnose a problem in a system, excuse me, is to start at the microphone, to start at the source, whatever it is that the beginning, and work your way toward the end, toward the speakers. Microphone toward the speakers if it's a recording studio or live sound situation. And in the question on the test, I ask why, even though I don't really provide the why. But I would tell you why is because as I'm going through that way, I can eliminate things along the way, right? If I've got I'm not getting signal from a microphone, I can talk into it. If I see the preamp that I'm getting the expected input onto the preamp, right, then I know it's not the microphone, it's not the cable, it's not the input, it's not the patch bay. All of that I can eliminate, right? If I started from the speaker and worked back, then it would be a long time before I figured out, oh, well, it's the cable, right? But if I can switch the cable in the beginning, great. Good. So, one of my first suggestions of diagnosing and repairing and troubleshooting is you have something that doesn't work right. If it's possible, turn it off, turn it back on again. Cycling the unit is probably sometimes the term that I use, where a lot of more complex things, they have a reboot system. Sometimes it's just a matter of waking it up or turning it off and turning it back on again, and that will improve some problems. Now, slightly related though, if that has not fixed your problem and you want to get down to the individual component levels to try to decide, is it this resistor, or is it that capacitor, is it this fader that's broken? Before you start to diagnose and test all of those things, turn off the power, right? You've got tools, you can use your multimeter, you can use those things to test those things. You don't need it. You don't want it plugged into the wall. If you zap yourself, it's going to take even longer to fix it. Okay. So there's another thing that's the 60 cycle hum, the ground loop, and one way to try to get rid of that is to lift the ground. Basically, take it so that that escape route going through the wall for those extra electrons that are now getting into the audio part of your signal, take that path away from them, make them go someplace else, and then that should fix. If it really is a ground loop, if it really is a 60 cycle hum, it should go away. If it doesn't, then you're getting noise from someplace else. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Good luck on your exams, and do your best.